Have you ever been told that eggs are a perfect food, a cornerstone of a healthy breakfast? Especially as we get older for decades. We've heard that an egg a day keeps the doctor away, packed with protein and nutrients vital for our aging bodies. It sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But what if that advice, for those of us navigating life after 60, could actually be doing more harm than good? It's a surprising thought. I know. Especially when many of us have relied on eggs as a go-to meal for so long. The painful reality for many over 60 is that we might be unknowingly contributing to issues like elevated cholesterol, stubborn inflammation, or even digestive discomfort, all while believing we're making a healthy choice. It's a secret that many people aren't aware of, and it's time we brought it into the light. In this video, we're going to gently peel back the layers of this long-held belief and explore why daily egg consumption might not be the golden ticket to health for everyone in their later years. We'll delve into the nuances of cholesterol, the silent threat of inflammation, and how what we eat for breakfast can truly impact our overall well-being. We'll also discover what you can do instead to still get all the goodness you need. So, stay with me, because you'll want to watch to the very end for something that will truly surprise you about a common breakfast staple you might be eating every single day. Let's dive right in and tackle something that often comes up when we talk about eggs' cholesterol. For so long, eggs got a bad rap because of their dietary cholesterol content, leading to a lot of confusion and even fear about eating them. The old wisdom was simple: eat cholesterol, raise your blood cholesterol, increase your heart disease risk. However, over the years, the scientific understanding has evolved. We now know that for most healthy people, dietary cholesterol from foods like eggs doesn't significantly impact their blood cholesterol levels as much as saturated and trans fats do. Your liver actually produces most of the cholesterol in your body, and it adjusts its production based on your dietary intake. If you eat more cholesterol, your liver tends to produce less, and vice versa. That's generally good news. Right. But here's the crucial part, especially for us over 60. While this holds true for the general population, it's not necessarily a one-size-fits-all truth. For a significant number of individuals over 60, especially those who already have pre-existing conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, or a genetic predisposition to high cholesterol, the story can be quite different. Their bodies may not regulate cholesterol as efficiently, meaning that a high intake of dietary cholesterol can indeed contribute to higher levels of LDL, often called the bad cholesterol. Imagine your body's cholesterol regulation system as a finely tuned engine. As we age, sometimes that engine doesn't run quite as smoothly as it once did. Add in other factors like genetics, a sedentary lifestyle, or even certain medications, and suddenly, those seemingly innocent daily eggs could be adding an extra burden. We're talking about building up that LDL cholesterol, which can contribute to plaque formation in your arteries, increasing your risk for heart attacks and strokes. It's not about absolute bans, but about smart choices tailored to our changing bodies. So, if you've been told you have high cholesterol, or if heart disease runs in your family, perhaps 2 eggs for breakfast every single morning isn't the best strategy. It might be worth having a conversation with your doctor about your individual risk factors and how much dietary cholesterol is appropriate for you. We often think of protein and healthy fats when we think of eggs, and they certainly have those in abundance. But for some of us, that daily dose of cholesterol might be more than our systems can comfortably handle. What can you do instead? It's not about giving up eggs entirely if you love them. It could mean reducing your consumption to a few times a week rather than every day. Or perhaps, opting for just the egg whites more often. Egg whites contain all the protein without the cholesterol found in the yolk. So, an omelet made with 1 whole egg and 2 egg whites, loaded with spinach, mushrooms, and bell peppers, can be a fantastic, heart-friendly alternative. Think about diversifying your breakfast plate instead of relying solely on eggs for your protein. Consider things like Greek yogurt with berries, a small portion of smoked salmon on whole grain toast, or even a handful of nuts and seeds stirred into your oatmeal. These are all excellent sources of protein and healthy fats that offer a different nutrient profile and less or no dietary cholesterol. The key here is balance and variety. Our bodies, especially as we age, thrive on a wide array of nutrients, not just those found in a single food, no matter how nutritious it is. So, while eggs can certainly be part of a healthy diet, for those of us over 60, particularly with certain health considerations, it might be time to reconsider the daily habit and perhaps embrace a more varied approach to our morning meals. Now that we've discussed the cholesterol aspect, let's move on to something equally important, and often less talked about: inflammation. Beyond cholesterol, there's another often overlooked aspect of daily egg consumption for those of us in our golden years: inflammation. We hear a lot about inflammation these days, and for good reason. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is like a silent fire burning within our bodies, contributing to a host of age-related conditions, from arthritis and joint pain to cognitive decline and even gut issues. While eggs themselves aren't inherently inflammatory for everyone, for some individuals, particularly as we age, daily consumption can contribute to or exacerbate inflammatory responses. This isn't always a full-blown allergy, but rather a more subtle sensitivity. Think of it like this. Your immune system might see certain proteins in eggs as a slight irritant, and over time, if you're exposing it to that irritant daily, it can lead to a state of chronic activation. This can manifest in ways you might not immediately link to your breakfast, such as persistent aches, feeling sluggish, skin flare-ups, or even just a general feeling of not being quite right. Our digestive systems also become a little more sensitive as we get older. The gut plays a huge role in our overall immune health and inflammatory responses. For some, the fat content or specific proteins in eggs can be harder to digest, leading to mild gut irritation, and a grumpy gut often means a grumpier immune system and more widespread inflammation. Furthermore, there's a fascinating and increasingly discussed connection between eggs, gut bacteria, and cardiovascular health through a compound called TMAO. Eggs contain choline, an essential nutrient. When certain gut bacteria metabolize choline, they produce trimethylamine, which the liver then converts into trimethylamine N-oxide, or TMAO. Higher levels of TMAO have been linked in some studies to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Now, it's not as simple as saying choline is bad or eggs are bad. Choline is vital for brain function, liver health, and metabolism. The issue arises when certain types of gut bacteria are dominant and produce a lot of TMAO, especially in individuals already at risk for cardiovascular problems. Daily, heavy egg consumption, especially in conjunction with a diet lacking in fiber and diverse plant foods, might contribute to an unfavorable gut microbiome that produces more TMAO. It's a complex interaction, but it highlights how what we eat daily can subtly shift the delicate balance within our bodies. So, what can you do if you suspect eggs might be contributing to inflammation or digestive issues for you? The first step is always to listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel after eating eggs, especially if you're having them every day. Do you notice bloating, discomfort, or an increase in joint pain? One simple, actionable step is to try an elimination period. Take a break from eggs for a couple of weeks. Replace them with other protein sources like plant-based options or lean meats and fish. After 2 weeks, slowly reintroduce eggs and see how your body reacts. Do your symptoms return? This can be a really powerful way to identify if eggs are a trigger for you. Instead of eggs, consider other anti-inflammatory breakfast options. Think about a smoothie packed with berries, spinach, and a plant-based protein powder, or a bowl of oatmeal with flax seeds and walnuts, both of which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Lentils or black beans stirred into a savory breakfast bowl with avocado and salsa can provide fiber and protein without the potential inflammatory triggers for some. The goal isn't to demonize eggs, which are undoubtedly nutritious for many, but to encourage a mindful approach to eating as we age. Our bodies change, and what worked for us in our 30s or 40s might not be serving us best in our 60s and beyond. Embracing variety, listening to our unique physiological responses, and being open to adjusting our habits are key to staying healthy and vibrant. Now that we've discussed inflammation and digestive impact, let's talk about nutrient balance and exciting alternatives to ensure you're getting all the good stuff your body needs. So, if daily eggs might not be the best fit for everyone, how do we make sure we're still getting those vital nutrients, especially the high-quality protein, vitamins, and minerals that eggs are famous for? The core message here isn't to eliminate eggs from your diet entirely unless you find a significant personal sensitivity. It's about understanding that while eggs are incredibly nutritious, over-reliance on any single food, even a healthy one, can lead to nutrient imbalances or mean you're missing out on the vast array of other crucial nutrients that a diverse diet offers. Think of your breakfast as an opportunity to introduce a wide spectrum of health-promoting foods, rather than a repetitive ritual. Your body in its golden years craves variety, and by expanding your breakfast horizons, you can support everything from bone density and muscle strength to cognitive function and gut health. For example, if you're looking for protein, consider the humble bowl of oatmeal, but elevated, instead of just plain oats. Cook them with milk or a plant-based milk alternative, and then stir in a scoop of your favorite protein powder: whey, soy, pea, or hemp. Whatever suits you. Top it with a sprinkle of chia seeds, flax seeds, and a handful of mixed berries. This gives you protein, fiber for digestive health, and antioxidants for overall vitality. A complete nutrient package. Or perhaps you enjoy a savory start to your day. Instead of eggs, what about a vibrant tofu scramble? Tofu is a fantastic plant-based protein source that absorbs flavors beautifully. Sauté it with turmeric for a sunny color, black salt for an eggy flavor, and load it up with colorful vegetables like bell peppers, onions, and spinach. It's incredibly satisfying and offers a completely different nutrient profile, rich in isoflavones that may be beneficial for bone health. Don't forget the power of nuts and seeds. A handful of almonds, walnuts, or pecans provides healthy fats, fiber, and protein. You can sprinkle them over yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or simply enjoy them on their own. And if you're looking for a breakfast that feels a bit more like a treat, consider a healthy smoothie. Blend Greek yogurt or a plant-based yogurt with a mix of fruits like bananas, berries, and a handful of leafy greens such as kale or spinach. Add a spoonful of nut butter for healthy fats and protein, and perhaps some oats for sustained energy. This is a quick, nutrient-dense meal that can be easily customized to your preferences and packed with vitamins and minerals that eggs don't provide in the same quantities. For those who enjoy seafood, smoked salmon on whole grain toast with a slice of avocado is another excellent option. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are fantastic for heart health and reducing inflammation. Along with high-quality protein, cottage cheese, too, is a wonderful source of casein protein, which is slow digesting, keeping you full and satisfied. Pair it with fresh fruit or a sprinkle of herbs for a savory twist. The bottom line is this: it's not about fear, but about informed choices and listening to your unique body as it changes with age. Our bodies are incredibly adaptable, but they also give us signals. If you've been feeling sluggish, noticed unexplained aches, or found your cholesterol numbers creeping up, perhaps it's a gentle nudge to look at your daily habits, including that often overlooked breakfast. Daily isn't always best for everyone, especially when it comes to consistently consuming one specific food, even if it's generally considered healthy. It's about diversifying your nutrient intake and building a truly resilient and vibrant body. Remember, making these small adjustments isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your health journey, understanding what truly serves your body as it matures, and embracing new, delicious ways to nourish yourself. You have the power to make choices that support your vitality and well-being every single day. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have eggs been a staple in your diet for years? Have you noticed any changes as you've gotten older that might be linked to your eating habits? Perhaps you've already made some adjustments. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom can truly help others in our community. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information and encourages us to keep bringing you valuable content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more practical advice for living your best life at every age. Your health is your greatest wealth, and small, informed changes can lead to incredible long-term benefits. Embrace the journey of discovery. Listen to your body and live your best life at every age.